Mushrooms are a fascinating group of organisms that have been used for centuries for their medicinal and culinary properties. However, in recent years, some researchers have raised the question of whether certain types of mushrooms could have the ability to control or manipulate the human body in unexpected ways. One of the most striking examples of this phenomenon is the fictional fungal infection depicted in the popular video game and television series The Last of Us. In this story, a mutant strain of the cordyceps fungus has jumped from its usual hosts of insects and other arthropods to infect humans, causing a devastating pandemic that wipes out most of humanity. While the idea of a fungus taking over the human body may seem like science fiction, there are some real-world examples of fungi that have evolved to manipulate the behavior of other organisms. For example, the Ophiocordyceps unilateralis fungus is known to infect and control the behavior of ants, causing them to climb to a high point and cling to a leaf or twig before dying and releasing spores. So, is it possible that a fungus could infect and control the behavior of humans? While there is no evidence of any real-world fungus that has this ability, some researchers believe that it is theoretically possible. The cordyceps fungus, for example, is known to be able to infect and grow inside the bodies of mammals, including humans, although it does not cause the type of mind control depicted in The Last of Us. One reason for this is that the human immune system is much more complex and sophisticated than the immune systems of insects or other arthropods. It is designed to detect and eliminate foreign invaders, including fungi, before they can cause harm. In addition, the human brain is much more complex and difficult to manipulate than the relatively simple nervous systems of insects or other animals. However, it is important to note that there are many different types of fungi, and some may have the ability to affect the human body in ways that are not yet fully understood. For example, some researchers have suggested that certain types of fungi may be able to affect the behavior or mood of humans by producing compounds that mimic or interfere with neurotransmitters in the brain. One example of this is the psilocybin mushroom, which contains the psychoactive compound psilocybin. When ingested, psilocybin can cause profound alterations in consciousness, including changes in mood, perception, and thought. While psilocybin is not known to cause permanent changes in behavior or personality, it is possible that other types of fungi could have more lasting effects. Another concern with regards to fungal infections in humans is the potential for the emergence of drug-resistant strains. As we have seen with bacterial infections, the overuse of antibiotics has led to the evolution of resistant strains of bacteria that are difficult or impossible to treat. If a fungal infection were to emerge that was resistant to all known antifungal drugs, it could pose a serious threat to public health. While the idea of a fungus taking over the human body and controlling behavior may seem far-fetched, there are some real-world examples of fungi that have evolved to manipulate the behavior of other organisms. While there is no evidence of any real-world fungus that has this ability in humans, it is important to remain vigilant and continue researching the potential effects of different types of fungi on human health and behavior. With responsible research and cautious use of antifungal drugs, we can ensure that fungal infections remain a manageable public health concern. Cordyceps fungi are a genus of parasitic fungi that primarily infect insects and other arthropods. They belong to the family Ophiocordycipitaceae, which is characterized by the presence of a long, slender stipe that supports a spore-bearing structure known as the parathecia. The most famous species of cordyceps is Cordyceps sinensis, also known as caterpillar fungus. This fungus is native to the high-altitude regions of the Himalayas and is highly valued in traditional Chinese medicine for its purported health benefits. Cordyceps sinensis infects the larvae of the ghost moth, which live in the soil at high elevations. The fungus invades the larvae, consuming them from the inside out and ultimately mummifying them. The fruiting body of the fungus emerges from the mummified larva, and its spores are dispersed by the wind. Cordyceps fungi have evolved a number of mechanisms to infect their insect hosts, including spores that are specialized for attaching to insect cuticles, enzymes that break down insect chitin, and compounds that alter insect behavior. Once inside the insect's body, the fungus invades the internal organs and begins to consume the insect's tissues. Eventually, the fungus produces a fruiting body that erupts from the insect's body, releasing spores that can infect new hosts. Cordyceps fungi play an important role in regulating insect populations and nutrient cycling in ecosystems. In some cases, they can have significant impacts on insect populations. For example, an outbreak of Cordyceps unilateralis in tropical forests can lead to the death of entire ant colonies, potentially disrupting the balance of the forest ecosystem. In recent years, Cordyceps fungi have gained attention for their potential as a source of bioactive compounds with potential health benefits. These compounds include polysaccharides, proteins, and nucleosides, which have been shown to have immunomodulatory, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory effects. Cordyceps fungi are fascinating organisms that have evolved complex mechanisms for infecting and manipulating their insect hosts. While they can have significant impacts on ecosystems, they also hold promise as a source of bioactive compounds with potential health benefits. Cordyceps fungi have been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine to treat a wide range of ailments, including respiratory infections, kidney disease, and sexual dysfunction. In recent years, the scientific community has taken an interest in Cordyceps fungi, and a growing body of research has explored their potential health benefits. One of the most promising areas of research involves the immunomodulatory effects of Cordyceps fungi. Several studies have found that Cordyceps extracts can enhance immune function, both by stimulating the production of immune cells and by improving the ability of immune cells to fight infections. This makes Cordyceps fungi a potentially useful tool for boosting immunity in individuals with compromised immune systems, such as those with HIV, AIDS, or cancer. Cordyceps fungi also contain a variety of antioxidant compounds, which have been shown to protect cells from oxidative stress and inflammation. In animal studies, Cordyceps extracts have been found to protect the liver from damage caused by alcohol and toxins, suggesting that they could have potential as a treatment for liver disease. Another area of research involves the potential of Cordyceps fungi to improve athletic performance. Some studies have suggested that Cordyceps supplements can improve endurance, reduce fatigue, and enhance oxygen uptake during exercise. However, the evidence is mixed, and more research is needed to confirm these effects. Despite the potential health benefits of Cordyceps fungi, there are some concerns about their sustainability. In the wild, Cordyceps sinensis is rare and difficult to find, and overharvesting has led to declines in its populations. To meet demand, many Cordyceps supplements are now cultivated in laboratories or grown on substrates, but these products may not contain the same compounds or have the same effects as wild harvested cordyceps. Cordyceps fungi are a fascinating group of organisms that have long been used in traditional medicine and are now attracting the attention of the scientific community. While more research is needed to fully understand their potential health benefits, they hold promise as a source of bioactive compounds with immune-boosting, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory effects. However, it is important to ensure that cordyceps are harvested sustainably to avoid damaging wild populations. In addition to their potential health benefits, cordyceps fungi also have ecological importance. As parasites of insects and other arthropods, they can help regulate the populations of these organisms, preventing them from becoming too abundant and causing damage to ecosystems. For example, Cordyceps unilateralis, also known as the zombie ant fungus, can infect and kill entire ant colonies, preventing them from overgrazing vegetation and disrupting the balance of forest ecosystems. Cordyceps fungi are also important decomposers, breaking down organic matter and returning nutrients to the soil. In this way, they contribute to the nutrient cycling processes that are essential for maintaining healthy ecosystems. Some researchers are even exploring the potential of cordyceps fungi for use in bioremediation, a process by which microorganisms are used to break down and detoxify environmental pollutants. Because cordyceps fungi are capable of breaking down chitin, a tough, resistant polymer found in insect exoskeletons, they may be able to break down other complex organic compounds as well. Overall, cordyceps fungi are fascinating organisms with a range of potential applications and benefits. However, more research is needed to fully understand their ecology, their potential as sources of bioactive compounds, and their sustainable use in medicine and industry. With continued scientific inquiry and responsible harvesting practices, cordyceps fungi may offer exciting new avenues for improving human health and protecting the natural world.